How's it going, guys? Bring your platoon here, and welcome back to another decent set of games in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my opinions on the AMX 50 Foch 155, which is actually a mix of the Foch B from the PC version of World of Tanks and the, of course, Foch 155 that we get on console, except we have the ability to choose the 155mm auto-loading 3-clip capacity gun, or we can choose to use the 120mm gun that has a 6-round capacity clip for the, gun. Got it. So, I've come across some things that I need to complain about to somebody because I'm honestly losing my shit over this. This is the tank that we have on console, and there's going to be some very slight armor variations that I'm going to be talking about because this is horseshit. Here's the tier 9 Foch that we get on console. Tell me what's fucked up about this. So let's go back for a second. The tier 10 AMX 50 Foch 155 and Foch B hybrid gets 40mm of side armor with that weird rectangle in the back having 50. Okay, keep this in your mind. This is a tier 10 tank on console. Let's go to the tier 9 version. Can you see what's wrong here? Or am I just fucking crazy? Why does the tier 9, also an auto-loading tank destroyer with very low penetration for a tank destroyer, get 70mm and 80mm in the weird rectangular thing to side scrape with, and also gotten rid of that overmatch spot in the roof for the tier 9 as well? Why does this thing get these buffs, the tier 9, and then the tier 10 is left in the fucking dust on console? Why? Why would you give us the Foch B gun and not give us the Foch B characteristics of the tank? Or the 3D modeling characteristics of the tank? Why? Why? What the fuck are they thinking? Ooh, I spent a little bit more time on this than I wanted to. So let's get into some gameplay real quick. Okay, so this first game is going to be the ideal situation. It's going to be a hell of a lot of corridors you can flank around enemies with. You have a lot of cover all around you, even with Artie in the game. And there's just a lot of opportunity. I feel like I said that weird. Opportunities open up for you being an auto-loading tank, and as long as you stay with your support and just your team in general, you'll be fine. But you may notice I have an overwhelming amount of APCR in this tank. The reason being is, look at the armor model of this tank and tell me it doesn't fucking need all the help it can get with penetration. I am not loading standard pen rounds when I couldn't pen a German super heavy, Japanese super heavy, a Russian regular heavy tank with standard ammunition. RNG is going to fuck me anyway, and I would rather bounce off something that I didn't hit completely perfectly because of RNG making the shell go at a weird angle than hit a spot that's a weak spot and not go through because of lack of pen, because I rolled low on the penetration value of things. Not gonna happen. Not this guy. And if it does, it's gonna be as mitigated as possible, because you need to use APCR when you're using the 120mm gun. It's just the way it is. You want to use the big fucking derp cannon? By all means, go right ahead. You want to bitch in the comments about, ooh, gold spammer, hoo-hoo? By all means, go right ahead. I'll either remove the comment, which would be childish, or I'll just ignore it. I don't care. I don't care about you or your bitching about gold spam use. Or gold spamming in general. I don't care. I don't care. When people load premium and can hit this thing anywhere in the upper plate or in the weak spots reliably, go fuck yourself. Okay? And it can be overmatched on the side, as I just showed you with Tanks.gg's armor model. So, again I say, go fuck yourself. So I tried to track him there. I hit the track of the E5 at a very weird angle, and it got slightly absorbed. I was trying to track him there. He's trapped. I'm just going to keep him there for one more second if I can. Do I get a free shot off? No, I hit a building because I'm retarded. I don't care about silver earning in this thing. I am trying to mark it. Did I say that previously or did I cut that out? Anyway, yes, I am trying to 3-mark this thing, and I've been playing nothing but it for the last few days. It's pretty stressful, I've got to say. But, like, with cover like this, and I've got all the team around me, I feel safe. And I feel fine. Ooh, that T-30 got molested. I feel fine poking out like this, because I can take a hit, and as long as I dish out at least 1 or 2 pens for that 1 hit of damage on my tank, then I'm fine. But with a 6-clip autoloader, you should be able to dish out 3 or 4 shells for every 1 time you're damaged by a similar in caliber gun. Just saying. I don't know how... Did he damage me there? Yes, he did. Okay, cool. Good. I take the chance here to finish off this E5. I'm going to ammo rack. Well, I'm going to track him. And then he's dead. IS-4 tries to put a shell into me. Doesn't manage to hit my lower plate, thank Christ. And I ricochet that shell off. Well, no, my attracts absorb the shell. What the hell am I talking about? I'm immediately going to go on the reload. And I love it. I love it. I do like this thing, despite how much salty commentary I do provide while playing it and showing you the game that I did kind of okay in. We're going to rush this IS-4, and I'm going to unleash hell on him, and his health is going to go from slightly full, or mostly full, to absolutely 0. And you may think to yourself, you really don't need to be loading APCR. And yes, you're absolutely right. For that target, with his ass facing me and his side completely exposed, I did not need to load APCR for that guy. However, like I just said at the beginning of this commentary for the video, the gameplay, sorry, if I face a tank that I can't pen frontally with standard ammo, what the hell am I going to do to it? Just track it and call it a day? And he's going to hit me for what, 700 if he's got a super huge alpha gun shooting premium at me? Yeah, don't think so. Like, look at the RNG on these shots. Okay, naturally that tracks him, that's fine. I'm going to finish off the ship barn to make sure I don't get fucking one-tapped. And I'm slowly aiming these shots in as slowly as I possibly can. And for some reason that one doesn't go through to his lower plate, but luckily my last shot does manage to kill the 705A, which is good. When you can get overmatched in the side with this thing, and in the roof, if they miraculously don't hit your weak points, it needs all the help it can get. And yeah, I do feel dirty loading all of these premium rounds, despite me... I shouldn't feel that way for playing it like this, because it's really the only competitive way to play it, considering how brittle it is, and how much very little health it has. I finish off the convoy with a ram. This Super Conqueror almost has me pinned outside of that corner, and thank God I got behind it just in time. I used my bit of increased horsepower, more than him anyway, to completely dick him over. What could I have done with 257 millimeters of pen there to a Super Conqueror that was face-hugging me? I'll tell you what I could have done. Abso-fucking-lutely nothing. The game's over. I managed to get myself almost 8,000 base damage there. Just 1 pen off from 8,000 base damage, and that is phenomenal for this tank. If you get 6,000 damage in a game, I say you had a phenomenal one at that. Well, a decent one. Let's not get carried away. So, there's the mark. Okay? Just in between the second game and this one, I'm going to show you what I got it up to before I fucked it all up. Look how fucking close it was. Look how close it was. 0.02% off. If I had gotten 1 or 2 more pens in this game, which I didn't show you because it was shit, I would have had the 3rd mark, and I wouldn't have to play it this competitively anymore. But enough of my salty bitching. It happens to everyone getting marks. Let's go on ahead to the next game. Alright, so, this next game, and also the only other game that there is in this set of games, it's going to be a losing battle. I am, of course, going to be pramming this premium. Yeah, sure. Premium spamming APCR again, because, again, you have to. And I'm going to be doing everything I can to get as much damage as I possibly can in this match. Like, my mentality used to be get as much damage as you can by being aggressive first, and once you get enough damage in the game to go up in your mark, then just be super defensive. Because anything past that point is just bonus. But if you just play the game doing everything you can initially without being super aggressive and without overthinking it, like, oh, if I don't kill this tank, I won't get enough damage because the tanks, there's only like 6 tanks left and I don't have enough damage. I have to get my entire clip on this guy. If you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure. If you just play the game, reading the situation on the map, making sure you're near your support at all times, wherever the team goes, you need to go there. Because if you get isolated by one light tank, your 1850 HP will go from that to 0 in no time at all. Especially if he is platooned up with another friend who's in a fucking light tank, and naturally they're going to come at you at the same time. Or if they're platooned up with Artie, because why the fuck, why people do that, I'll never know. But they do it, it's a thing, be weary of that, and just, like, he hits me. The IS-3, with worse accuracy than, well, around the same accuracy as a KV-2 gun, hit me from that far away, on my weak point, or on my lower plate. One of the places, maybe he overmatched me on the side. I don't know. But it's horseshit. The things that you have to deal with in this tank, it's worth loading premium, because at least then you don't have to worry about not having enough pen for a lot of the tanks you'll be facing. It's just one less thing to worry about. That's why I do it. End of story. But again, I say this is going to be a losing match. Notice how I don't try and focus on the E4 as soon as I see him. There's no Artie in the game. Again, one less thing to worry about. The E4, E3, any other tier 10 tank destroyer can fuck this thing over royally. No problem at all. They load premium, they can shoot through you like butter. They don't shoot premium, they can shoot through you like butter. I ammo-racked him. That was phenomenal to watch. I try to get a few free shots into this T-95, but naturally he's far away. And with my semi-reliable French gun, and it's not Russian, so it's not going to fucking hit anything that I aim at. Like, I bounce off his weak points with premium. That's fine. Miraculously, he did not hit me. Luckily, he had the 120mm gun instead of the 155, so that's kind of a blessing in disguise. But he doesn't really cause any more trouble for me in this game, which is good. You have to keep an eye on the map at all times. If you notice a flank is falling and you are succeeding in the flank that you're on, another problem with this game is AFK tanks. Like, thank you for the free HP, but this is not the way I should be getting the mark. And I've gotten a few games where if there wasn't an AFK tank, I wouldn't have got the 3rd mark. I'm not afraid to admit that. I'm sure it's happened to several other people, because it's just the nature of the game. What are you going to do? Not shoot the AFK tank? Not take advantage of the situation? No. That'd be stupid. It'd be honorable. But it's not. Honorable isn't exactly what this game is known for. Just take the damage and what you can get. If you have to screw over your heavy tanks by leaving a spot because you know that flank is going to fall, or medium tanks, or whatever support is with you that you know is going to die because of the overwhelming amount of enemy that is heading towards you, just run away. Don't worry about anyone else other than yourself. And it's funny that I can say that because I'm all about, like, teamwork orientation in this game. But you just can't. You can't win battles by yourself. There's no honor in dying pointlessly. You have to know when to fall back, and if they don't know when to fall back, or just can't because of their terrible mobility of their tank, or whatever the case may be, that's on them. You do you. You gotta do you, just like I'm doing me right now. Like, RNG fucked me right there. That should have been a kill shot, and instead it biffed into the ground, and I get overmatched in the side by an Object 260, damaging my ammo rack and tracking me there. That was kind of weird. Or did it just damage my track? Either way, he overmatched my side because I don't have the updated fucking Foch 155 armor. Or Foch B armor that PC has. And it's horseshit. Or even the tier 7 armor would... The tier 7. The tier 9 AMX 50 Foch armor would be nice on this thing. But no. Why do that? Because that would make fucking sense. Right, Wargaming? For North America, I know they're not associated with the Russian side of Wargaming. They're the like own little situation going on, which is why we still have the Waffle E100 in the game, as well as a few other tanks that have been since removed from the PC version. I keep saying I wish I could grow out of that, but it's just going to be a part of the commentary. I do apologize. So I see that there's 3 tanks over there. There's a medium, a heavy, and another medium. And oh look, another heavy. There's one out in the field. I need to get as far away as possible. If I engage them from that close range again, there's a very good chance that they can just load premium into me, hit my upper plate or my weak spots, or my lower plate, doesn't matter, or overmatch me in the side, whatever the case may be, and kill me with no problem whatsoever. There's also a light tank over here. I'm worried about him spotting me. Not really too afraid of getting spotted now, because now I can go back in the dip, and there is, again, no arty to worry about. So I can just take my time over here, and as long as he doesn't rush me, I really have nothing to worry about. And if he did decide to rush me, I would just back my ass up against, like, the F-0 part of the map and wait for him to come for me. Because, honestly, at that point, I could handle him no problem. As long as he can't get behind you, he can't really fuck with you. That's for all light tanks. Except for, like, the Tusk or the T-90. Look what happens with this Chrysler K. Alright, K? That one should have went in the side, but he was angling really sharply. RNG makes the fucking shell hit the dirt instead of his actual tank, and that let him survive. I would have needed a slightly high roll to finish him off, but what the fuck, game? Like, this is why this thing can't snipe. It just doesn't have the accuracy. If it had the accuracy of an AMX-30B gun, then it absolutely could devastate people. But since it doesn't, and its accuracy is similar to the T110E5, it doesn't do it very well. Because weak points are small sometimes, and that fucks you over. When you miss, bounce, or low ball in penetration, that's all the reasons why I load fucking APCR. And oh look, a Conqueror. What's he gonna do to me? I got hit by another Conqueror. That makes sense. What happens to this guy? He dies. Conqueror in the back, I can't fucking see him, and he miraculously, thank God, bounces off my upper plate armor, or upper front, yeah, a front upper plate armor, instead of hitting my weak point, because I was angling it. Had he hit the, well, could you pen the 40mm armor with a 120mm gun? Let's find out. A compare. Let's go with another tier 10. No, heavy tank. Thanks. Let's look at you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, since the roof is 30mm in the version we have for console, you can absolutely overmatch that. So it's not 40mm in the roof, it's 30, because reasons. But, yeah, again, lost even more money there. Great on my part, but again, almost 8,000 base damage, 1 pen away. So, it's not hard to get damage in this thing when the opportunity arises, but dealing with all the hurdles of just playing this tank is enough to make anyone go crazy, especially without even going for the 3rd mark of excellence, which is what I choose to do. So, that's on me. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the content and my salty bitching about just the state of the tank. And I know it's not the end of the world, but it's just so annoying. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.